Brand new classic style Eddie Cohen custom cue. This is what we like to call a West Coast special, brought to you from our location right here in Northwest Indiana at Crossroad Cues. We are an official dealer of Eddie Cohen custom cues. It's always a treat when we can get our hands on a couple of them. You guys and gals have seen me posting a few of these lately, and we just sold one of them, and I'm getting messages even from other countries where people are showing interest in the inventory that we have here at Crossroad Cues. We do ship internationally, by the way, for those of you that follow us in some of the foreign nations of the world that love to play pool. This is a brand new, unchalked, unplayed, again, classic design and extra clean and tight work. Clean, tight, and crisp, just like you would expect from Eddie Cohen, who has been notably winning a lot of awards and has received many positive accolades and awards among other top-notch cuemakers. His work is now known, of course, all over the world. Eddie doesn't need any formal introduction, but for those of you that might be new to the world of custom pool cues, he did train under the tutelage of the master himself, Mr. Ariel Carmelli. They're both notably from Southern California. Eddie now builds on his own, and he has a very high-tech setup. From what I hear, his machinery is some of the best available, and it shows in his work. The inlays that are in this right here, you've got those spearheads and dots in each point. Those are mother of pearl. Ebony, long, sharp, and straight points going into highly figured Birdseye Maple. If you look real close here, what you have is you have natural, could say white or natural, red, blue, and black veneers. Each of these veneers are separated with black paper, and that really creates a great looking point in the cues. If you take a closer look with me here, see if I can give you a different perspective. There you go, right there. Just makes it look extra sharp and extra tight when they use that black paper in between. Really sets the cue off. Tomahawk joint. You've heard me talk about this material before. There are some ivory substitutes, that play really good, and then there's some that just play okay. I'm a big fan of this tomahawk. I also like Juma. Juma is a material that I like a lot. T34, which is basically the same thing as Juma, I like that a lot. But this tomahawk right here, Eddie really favors this stuff. And what I like about it, that's a 3/8-10 modified pin, by the way. It doesn't hit too hard. It doesn't hit too soft. Medium to firm hit. Really moves the ball well. Not too stiff. That's my assessment of that particular type of material there. I'm going to move down the cue in a minute with you. I also want you to notice that you have the compound dash deco rings at all positions. Compound dash deco rings. Try to say that real fast, forward and backward. They're very similar to micro rings, some people call them as well, but Eddie calls them the compound dash deco rings. They match the veneer colors right there. You can see that. Got them at all positions. Then you have an Italian leather wrap. Nice black Italian leather wrap. It's got some good texture to it. Perfect installation, I might add. Eddie's work, as I stated earlier, is really clean. He is one guy that it didn't take him long to catch on to making cues at a real high level. If you look at the butt sleeve here, that's an ebony butt sleeve, and then you've got, of course, more beautiful mother of pearl inlay work. You've got the spearheads right there. You've got the dots. There's that Cohen logo. Butt cap also made out of the tomahawk. 15.4, I believe it was. I'm sorry, 15.4 on the butt weight of the cue here. And then both shafts are 3.6 ounce 13 millimeter, 3.6, 13 millimeter Kamui soft tips on both shafts, brand new, unchalked, unplayed. The reason I say we are very fortunate to have this cue and the others that we've had in stock recently, we're an official dealer of Eddie's cues, but we got to wait in line as well. Every now and then an opportunity presents itself for us to get our hands on these cues. Other than that, if you were to try to order a Cohen cue like this one or like any of the ones that we have recently posted, you're going to wait somewhere around the neighborhood of 3 to 4 years. I believe it's closer to 4 years right now. Or you have to catch Eddie at one of the shows like the Super Billiards Expo, and he'll have a rack full of cues that are available. It gives the public a chance to buy a cue, gives him a chance to compete with his cues, put his cues on display. Eddie recently won among some very, very top cue makers at one of the International Cue Collector Shows, ICCS. I believe that was Oklahoma City. Don't quote me, but I'm almost positive. I wasn't present at the event, but I did hear about it, and the cue was amazing. Let's take a peek at that one more time right there. But if you're fortunate enough to go to the Super Billiards Expo, or you can get to one of the ICCS shows, you may be able to purchase a cue from Eddie. But other than that, you got to buy one when they are available. This one is currently available. If you're watching this video, make sure you check with me. You can call me, text me, or send me a message through the email, and we will get back to you right away. We've got financing options available. If you want to purchase this or any of our cues, check us out at crossroadcues.com. Classic design, done tastefully by one of the best from out west, Eddie Cohen, in the house at crossroadcues.com.